The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNC now.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everybody, good afternoon. Welcome to the new channel. Our passion transforms a community that sees all things new. So hi everyone, my name is Princess Sanchez, a mom entrepreneur streaming live from Tarlac City. And you guys are watching episode 1, season 1 of the Passion Show. Okay, so wow, Happy New Year, everybody. I am so excited to be starting this first episode and to be co-hosting this with a very dear friend of mine and a very passionate artist. Okay, he is a writer, a ventriloquist, a singer, and also a songwriter. So I'd like to introduce you to I'd like to introduce this person to you all. His name is Mr. Ony Carcamo.
Okay, aba. Cesar, ang ganda ng opening natin. Ang ganda ng opening. At sandali. Gusto natin ipakilala kasi may naka-ready tayong OBB. No? So, direct, pwede bang OBB na natin muna bago kami bumalik? Okay, tama ba, direct? OBB muna? Ayan, no? OBB po. Ayan, okay. So, yun talaga, live tayo ngayon. Alam niyo naman pag live, unpredictable ang mga nangyayari sa live show. Kagaya nito. Ayan. So, ito proof lang na live tayo, hindi tayo recorded. So, ayan. So, may OBB ho kami rito. So, hintay lang tayo.
Medyo, inaantay ko yun kanina. Pero
medyo nandiyan na. Okay, ito na. Ayan na. Okay, so nagbabalik na po ulit kami ni Princess. At again, Ses, no? Tama ka, no? Ako excited din dahil ito ang unang episode ng ating season 1 ng The Passion Show. At Ses, kumusta ka ba? At maganda ang topic natin ngayong hapon na ito.
Okay, so masaya ako today. I'm so excited to be doing this first episode of our the first season of this our show. So excited to also be to be working with you here, Kuya Ony. So
alam nyo mga kapasyonista, no? Towards the end of the year, alam nyo, karamihan sa atin, nangungulekta ng mga tinatawag na yung mga planner ba? Alam niyo yung mga planner, sis, di ba? Yung mga, sa mga
Yeah.
coffee shop, di ba? Nag-collect sila ng mga planner. Kasi nga, ito yung magandang panahon para planuhin natin ang ating 2022, di ba? Ikaw ba, sis? Ikaw ba yung nakapagplano na ng iyong taon? Plano mo na ba ang mga gagawin mo?
Of course, no, bago pa man nag-start ang 2022, meron na akong plans in store, okay, for this year in my mind, no. And just recently, just started to write them down in this small notebook, okay. This was given
Mm.
to me by a good friend. Her name is actually Micah Sibayan. So thank you so much,
Mm.
Micah, for this notebook. It came very handy, especially in this particular period, no, of this.
Tama. Yan kasi topic natin, sis. So, planning, no? Importante ba ang planning, no? Siyempre, mamaya, bibigyan natin yung mga take natin, sis, no? Tungkol sa topic natin. Pero,
Yes.
ang maganda dito, di ba? May inibita tayong expert pagdating dito. Baka gusto mong pakilala na.
Okay, so just like what Kuya Ony said, we have a very special guest with us for this afternoon. Okay, so this person is our dear friend, okay, and he is also an entrepreneur, Kuya Ony, no? He
Mhm.
has a business, and I'm sure from this moment pa lang, he already filled his journal or his notebook with a lot of plans that he has in store for the year 2022. So, bakit natin siya inimbitahan? Because his energy is very contagious, and I'm sure you'll be all uplifted hearing his stories pa lang and inspirations that coming from him. So without further ado, I'd introduce this person as a friend, entrepreneur. So here we have Mr. David Nadela.
Okay.
Ayan. So, hi guys. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for the invite here. I feel so privileged to be with you guys. I know this is your first session, your first season, your first ever episode. So I
Tama.
feel so privileged to be here. So thank you so much.
Tama. O siya, sandali, bago natin kausapin si David, kausapin natin mga viewers natin, no? Alam nyo, kasama dapat namin kayo sa show ngayon. No? So, kung meron kayong mga gusto itanong sa amin, okay, o kaya kay David, lalo na, no, sa guest natin, kung gusto nyo i-reveal sa amin mga plano nyo sa buhay, pwede kayong mag-type dyan sa comment section, magpa-shout out, pwede rin, no? So, babasahin namin yan. No? Sige, Ses.
Okay, so wow, no, David, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence for this first episode. Okay, so first and foremost, David, of course, we know you as someone who, our dear friend and also an entrepreneur, but we'd like to know you more, personally. So, can you tell us more about you? Like, ano bang mga passions mo in your life?
Okay. Well, ang passion ko talaga is being able to basically live life on my own terms. So, at a very young age, I've always had that dream, that goal to number one, be self-made, and number two, to really, hold life by its horns. What do I mean? Very simply that when I was still working kasi in corporate, so after graduating, I used to work for corporate for, some time. I was actually, in operations. I was handling one of the biggest multinational companies here in the Philippines. And, at that juncture in my life, when I was around 24, 25, parang for the people who can relate, I kind of went through what I call a quarter life crisis. Meron na ba dito na nakapag-experience ng tinatawag kong quarter life crisis? So, I was 25 at the time. I was looking at my life and I realized, is this it? Is this what God made me for? Is this, how I can present myself to Him? Am I living my best life? And I realized that I wasn't, that there was something lacking in my life. And that's when I decided to leave the comfort of my very safe job and pursue freedom. And not a lot of people have maybe the knack for it, or let's say the confidence or the guts to do that. But you know what? That's why we're here today, because I want to be able to inspire more people to go for your dreams, go for your goals, and live your life on your own terms.
Okay. Okay, so wow. Doon pa lang malinamnam na yung usapan, no? I've learned already something from David. Now, David, I want to personally ask you, now that you've pursued freedom, no, and away, no, working away from corporate, what basically caused you towards, in that direction, towards that direction of, you know, just wanting to attain that freedom from.
I think that's a very good question. Thank you for that, Ses. So, it's actually, I'm a very simple guy, to be honest with you. The reason why I say simple is because I'm not really special. I consider myself as an average Joe. But what's not average about me is how I think. No, I think one one reason why I wanted to pursue freedom was I was looking at the life of my former boss. Okay, my former boss back then at work was very successful in terms of his title, in terms of his maybe even income, but every time we talk, because we were also very good friends, no? And that's the main reason why I stayed a couple of years in my work previously. It was really because of the friendship that my boss and I had. And he told me na, David, when you reach this level in our company, you may have more money, but marami ka ring sakit ng ulo. And looking at him, he's been with our company for the past 15, 20 years, and he never really even had his own family, because he was married to his job. Meron ba mga ganon, yung mga married to their job? So, and I realized I may have that type of, income, but I would never want his lifestyle. I would never want trading my time just to keep on making money. What I realized was I had to create a business, a system where my effort was not anymore, let's say, what moved the cogs of that business. Once I set it up, my dream was to make it self-sustaining so that I had both the money and the time. The time to really do what I want, which is travel. Sa mga mahilig mag-travel dito, 'di ba? I mean, when I was working, I was very blessed because I was brought up in a family that traveled a lot. Mahilig kami mag-travel eh. My mom, my dad, my sister. And, my parents, because they already were very successful, had the ability to travel. And syempre, sinasama kami. And hindi ako makasama lagi when I was still in corporate. I had to choose. I only had 2 weeks. 2 weeks leave the entire year. Right? I mean, talk about being trapped, right? And I realized I wanted to have unlimited leaves, right? I wanted to be able to travel the world anytime I wanted to. And that's one thing. Second was, the level of lifestyle, of quality of life I was looking for. I realized I could never get in my job. No? Nakaka-relate ba kayo na laging kulang sa pera? Laging kapos, laging okay na lang. 'Di ba? Parang ang hirap mag-level up sa talagang gusto mo sa buhay. Paminsan kinakalimutan mo na lang yung goals mo, yung dreams mo, because you realize that this is life, this is the real world. 'Di ba? And I never ever wanted that type of life. When I realized after a couple of years of working in corporate that that's where I was going to, I had to change. I had to change my direction. Because as they always say, if you want things to change, you have to change. If you want things to get better, you have to get better. And I'm just very lucky because I had friends at that time. I had a very good network at that time who influenced me to be more, do more, and have more. And to be honest with you, it's not really just me. It was really more of the network, the people that helped me in my life that got me to this point. And at the same time, of course, at the end of the day, I would not have been able to shift from employment to entrepreneurship without the grace of God. So, all glory to Him.
Okay, amen to that indeed. No, so
Yeah,
I am
okay.
very, I am very much, very inspired. No, that through that story, David, because I feel you because I was once also an employee or corporate employee, wherein you really don't have the freedom to choose, talaga on, if can I just not go to work and still get paid? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
maybe
Tsaka laging, yes sir, yes ma'am. Yes sir, yes
Mm,
ma'am.
mm.
Yes sir,
yes,
yes ma'am.
Tama,
that's
tama,
right.
tama.
Mm-mm.
So, maganda, pasok na tayo, Ses, dun sa gusto natin itanong kay David tungkol sa topic natin.
Oo naman, Kuya Ony.
Yan.
Okay.
Okay.
So now, David, you're talking about planning. Okay. Since it's January, I want to know so far, what are the things that you'd like to do, or what are the plans that you have set out for the year 2022? First, siguro yun na muna. More or less.
Okay.
Ano ang mga plans na meron ka for this year?
Nako, madami po iyan. So, well, when I plan out my life, one of my mentors in business taught me that in order to have a happy, fulfilled life, okay, not because there's a very big difference between success and wealth, right? Um, Wealth is having the money, but for me, true success is not just having the money, but also having different factors in your life also coincide with what you truly want, right? Meaning, more than just finances, I wanted my spirituality to upgrade itself, right? My spiritual life. I want also my relationships with my friends, with my family, with my loved ones to get better, especially those relationships that maybe have been compromised because of some fights, diba? Because of some misunderstandings. And, next would be my health and fitness. I also have goals for my health and fitness. Kasi syempre, di ba, ang bodies natin, temple yan ni God, di ba? And at the end of the day, if we don't take care of our health and fitness, then, we're also going to have a hard time, right? Living our life, right? And lastly is definitely my contribution goals. So I also have, what honestly makes me so passionate about what I do is that I get to serve other people while I'm doing it. You know,
Mhm.
in business, what I realized is it's never about you. It's never about me. It's about the people that we get to impact with what we're doing. Because it's very easy to give up on our goals, on our dreams when challenges come, right? It's very easy to give up when challenges come. And if you're just thinking about yourself, it's always going to be a lot easier for you to give up on yourself. But when you are doing it for other people, when you're not just thinking about yourself, but the people that you can impact with what you're doing, I think it really makes it all worth it. And at the end of the day, mas madaling hindi mag-give up. Right? So I really believe that in all of these five aspects, your spiritual life, your relationships, your health and wellness, your finances, and your contribution to society, I think these things create a holistic, happy, and fulfilled life.
Okay.
So,
So,
yeah.
okay,
Hindi,
Kuya Ony.
ito gusto ko tanong, David, no? Maganda ito, kausapin natin yung viewers natin, no? At this point,
Sure.
David, anong tips ang pwede mo ibigay sa kanila on how they plan the year? Kasi simula pa lang, January, no? So, ano bang diskarte dyan? Paplano ba sila every quarter, ganyan? O paanong diskarte dyan, David?
Well, ako honestly, Kuya Oni, the first thing you have to think of is what do you want? No, kasi most people, when you ask them what they want, they cannot tell you what they want. Right? They don't know what they want. So for me, the most important thing is that you sit down either with a mentor, with somebody that can guide you if you have that type of, spiritual leader or that type of, mentor. Get on that call with that person. Or if you're going to do it on your own, the first thing you do, you take 30 minutes to 1 hour and ask yourself, what do I want to happen with my life? The reason why most people never get what they want is they never plan out what they want. Right? Most people are just drifting in life, doing everything on a daily type of whim, not really adding value to himself or others. So, for me, pinaka-important, create a dream board. I know it sounds cheesy, no? Before I wasn't a fan of creating a vision board or a dream board. I found it very corny. But at that time in my life, I realized, sabi sa akin ng mentor ko, if you don't change, nothing will change. And I realized I had to unlearn a lot of things that I thought I knew to get to the next level of David. So sabi ko sa kanya, sige, I'm gonna do this because I want change. I wasn't happy where I was. So I think the number one thing, go ahead.
David, baka lang malimutan natin, no? Of course, for the benefit ng viewers natin, ano ba yung vision board na sinasabi mo? Dream board
Okay.
na yan?
So yung vision board na yan looks something like this. Okay? So papakita ko lang po sa inyo yung aking vision board. Medyo hindi ko na babasahin lahat, pero for this for the sake of how can people create a vision board, no? Okay, so this is what it looks like. So this is my vision board. Okay, hindi na nakikita yung face ko. Sana center siya. Ayan. Okay, so if you guys will see, I am very specific with my vision board. Okay, so you have here your health, your fitness, your family, your finances, your spirituality, and your contribution to society. So you have to first begin with the end in mind. What do I want? Remember, architect tayo ng buhay natin. We have the ability to create a beautiful life. And that will depend on you and only you. You cannot ask other people for it. Swerte ka na lang kung makaasawa ka siguro ng, alam mo yun, parang SM, no? You got it all for you, di ba? That person has it all for you, no? But if you're like most people, right, you really have to take life by the horns by first beginning with the end in mind and creating smart goals. What do I mean by smart goals? Kailangan specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. Okay? It's like, for example, I'll give you a very specific example. Kunwari, gusto natin magpapayat. Diba? Marami siguro nagsitabaan ngayong pandemya, lalo na after ng Christmas. Ako, isa na dyan, no? So, I can relate with a lot of people, no? Now, when you want to lose weight, the first thing you have to understand is, what is my ideal weight? Ano ba dapat yung ideal BMI ko or body mass index? Diba? Ano ba dapat yung weight ko so that I will be healthy and fit? So when you have that number, you know the target you have to achieve. Now, the next thing that you have to plan out is, how do I get to that target? Diba? Now na alam mo na yung number, yung weight na yon, how do I get to that? Right? So once you have established that plan of action to get to that target weight, whether it be through diet, through exercise, through getting a coach, right, to help you do that, right? Then after a couple of months, hitting that target and getting that goal, right? So my point is very simple, Kuya Ony. Kailangan muna, it's like a house. You know what that house is. You have a vision for your body. You have a vision for your house. You have a vision for your life. Because everything starts with a vision. Kailangan may vision muna tayo. No? Kailangan alam natin yung gusto natin. No? Now, once na alam na natin yon, ipaplano na po natin. Paano makuha yon? Right? So, ganun po. In a nutshell, that's how it works.
Okay. Moses?
Okay, so wow, guys, you have to do a vision board. It's still important that you have, you can see your goals visually, diba? I think kaya ng pinakamagandang for me, ng pinakamagandang tip ni David. Thank you so much, David. No? And
vision board, hindi vision board.
Vision board.
Baka puro vision yung lagyan nyo.
So tama, it has to be smart. You have to put in that, at least smart goals. Okay. So before we wrap up with this specific segment, David, I'd like to ask this question. Yeah, I'd leave this question to you. Do you think that your passion is something very important for you to, attain success in your life? Since we're talking about passion, I think yan ang pinakamagandang, Do you think important?
Importante ba ang passion para magtagumpay?
Definitely, definitely. Passion kasi is like the fuel. You know what they say, diba? Some people say na, if you love what you do, you will never feel like you're working a day in your life. Diba? Let me add to that, if I may. If you know why you are doing what you're doing, and if you know that you are so passionate to get to the dream life that you want, whatever that may be for you, then for me, whatever it is you do does not matter. As long as you know what you want to be able to accomplish, what your goals are, and you're passionate about attaining those, as long as whatever you are doing right now will get you to those goals that you have set for yourself, it doesn't matter what you do. As long as, of course, it's moral, it's right, it's legal, no? But yeah, for me, more than just being passionate about what you're doing, be more passionate about what you want, what your goals are. Because whatever it is that you're doing, you will be passionate about it because you know every day of your life, whatever it is you're doing is getting you closer and closer to your goals or to the dream life, the quality of life that you want for you and your family.
Okay.
So again, nagsisimula lang talaga siya sa goals eh. Sa goals, no? Kasi if hindi klaro ang goal, Kuya Ony and Ses, mabilis talaga mag-give up isang tao. So, and hindi lang sa klaro, kailangan passionate siya sa goal niya. Kailangan ito yung tipong by hook or by crook, makuha ko to, hindi pwedeng hindi ko makuha to. Kailangan lahat tayo may tinatawag na non-negotiable goals in our life. And if you don't have those non-negotiable goals, then it's time to start thinking about those goals. Because everybody, I truly believe, has those. Hindi lang nila pinag-iisipan pa ng maigi kung ano yun.
Okay, may last question ako. Bago natin bigyan ng chance magpaalam si David. Okay, David. Can one succeed without a plan?
Yes. I think that some people do succeed, right? Without planning anything, right? I think that does happen, right? Sometimes if you are lucky, no? But here's the thing. It depends. It really depends. What do I mean? Success kasi, it's defined as when opportunity meets preparation, right? Or luck is defined as when opportunity meets preparation. So for me, in order to succeed in life, some people are lucky. Ito yung sinasabi ko, yung mga swerte na tao, yung nakapag-asawa ng mayaman, siguro, or, or alam mo yun, made na in life because of their family. They got lucky because they were born into a very good family and they don't have to do anything maybe, right? That's what I'm talking about. But that's not for most people. Most people are average people like you and me. Diba? So for me, it's not about luck, right? It's about being prepared when the opportunity arises. So it's always important to be prepared. How do you prepare yourself? Of course, you have to have your goals. That's how you prepare. You have to have your vision board. Para pag may dumating na opportunity, pag naghahanap ka ng opportunity, and nakita mo na, itong opportunity to can give me what I want. Diba? Then that's where you get what you want. So it's very important to be prepared with your goals. It all starts with preparation.
Okay, bilis naman ang oras. Bilis ang oras, mag-guest to si David.
Sobrang nalilure ako sa mga ni David, sa mga talagang insights niya, no? So I'm so pumped up right now, no? Magsusulat nga ako habang yung nakikita si David. No? So
kaso alam natin, busy to si David, no? Kailangan pakawalan muna natin siya.
Kailangan natin.
Alam mo, some other time, imbitahan ulit natin ka, no? Mga 3 oras tayo dito.
Sige po, I will love to be part of your show again, and I hope our viewers get a bit of knowledge then on, and wisdom din sa ating talakayan ngayong gabi.
So David, baka may gusto kang bago ka magbabay, no? May gusto kang sabihin sa audience kung gusto ka nilang makausap o magpa-mentor sa iyo, kung alam mo, gusto nila maging entrepreneur din kagaya mo. So paano ko ba makokontak?
Yeah, sure. So, guys, if you want to reach me, honestly, you can maybe add me on Facebook or on social media. But more importantly, please support my friends here, Princess and Ony, with this venture of theirs. Their purpose of doing this really is not just for them, but it's for you guys who are watching. It's for you guys to get to that next level of yourself, to get to your breakthrough point. So this really is more for you than for them. So I really hope that you guys reach out to them, ask them how you can be the best version of yourself. Maybe we can help you guys out. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys and meeting you guys personally on our next calls.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so wow, David, wow. I'm so pumped up right now. Thank you so much for this wonderful talk you have imparted. I'm sure you are you are very busy, but nakaka-bless kasi you continuously bless us with these lessons and experiences you garnered. No? So again, thank you so much, David, for gracing us with your presence in this.
Okay,
Thank you
salamat,
so
David.
much for the invite, guys. God
Yeah,
bless you.
okay.
Thank you.
Sige, mag-gap
Okay.
muna tayo, ha? Gap muna. Babalik kami, mga kapatid. Babalik kami.
So TNC is a live stream platform of online shows for people on the go. So please watch all our shows as seen on screen. Imagine having your own show, your own playlist, your own content, but we make it easier for you. So TNC aims to transform the lives of our viewers through engaging, authentic, and original content. So, our vision is to become a global 24/7 live stream channel that showcases Filipino talent, global influencers, cultural intelligence, and ingenuity. So, you can watch our passion show every Thursday from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. So you can watch it also on replay via Facebook and YouTube. So follow us on on IG and listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just search hashtag TNC now. So for sponsorships now, please email now at thenewchannel.com or send us a DM. Enjoy these life-changing shows because we made them just for you. Okay, so all right. So now that we are into the center or the middle part of our show, okay, this part I would take this moment to, of course, render a special song for you all. This is a song that is actually it's a classic Chinese song, and I am sure it's very much fitting for our show right now, which is Passion Show, because it's actually a song about love. Okay, and this is actually entitled "月亮代表我的心," or "The Moon Represents My Heart." So I hope you guys enjoy this song render.
你问我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分，我的情也真，我的爱也真，月亮代表我的心。你问我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分，我的情不移，我的爱不变，月亮代表我的心。轻轻的一个吻，已经打动我的心，深深的一段情，叫我心我如今。你问我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分，你去想一想，你去看一看，月亮代表我的心。轻轻的一个吻，已经打动我的心，深深的一段情，叫我心念到如今。你问我爱你有多深，我爱你有 饭。你去想一想，你去看一看，月亮代表我的心。你去想一想，你去看一看，月亮代表我的心。
Okay, so na-overwhelm ako. Hindi ko nakalain na may ka-duet ako, but it was supposed to be a -1. But again, the song is very special because it's a love song, and I'm sure just like our passion, we must always have that burning desire to pursue it, even if at times we basically for example we just don't know probably how we could do that, but at least we know for a fact that we have some passions that we still have to of course pursue. So there. Okay, now that we are done with that song number, I'd like to jump on to this special segment where this is our my very personal segment. It's a session segment. Okay, so mamaya na si Kuya Ony. So ako na muna. Okay, so since we're talking about planning, you know what? Somehow I actually am a believer of having plans set in your mind and having them written down to in your notebook, in your journal, because it gives you a sense of direction already of what you want to happen in your life, at least for a year, or if you do long-term, short-term, long-term, or mid-term, it's also fine. Just have yourself plan out your activities, your daily targets. Okay? So definitely, syempre, I'd provide some, personal tips on how you could plan out your life. Okay? So just like myself, I am a mom. Okay, I'm an entrepreneur as well. I do, syempre, as a mom, there are a lot of things that I do. Hindi lang naman ako nag-work, but I also am a CEO of our household. So what does it mean? So honestly, parang ako lahat ang nagmamanage ng mga certain things I have at home, no? So it's still important that you get to have some time to also set your plans in paper, no? So what I do, I actually have this book that I am reading right now, and it's actually a book about Project Me, or Project Me for busy mothers. So it attracted me to read this because it is somehow a resource for me to get myself in priority. Of course, na kahit I have a lot of things that I'm doing, I still am able to have time for myself, balance everything out, from money, from finances, diba? From family, from work, no, lahat yan. And of course, I'm not perfect, but I am a work in progress. Okay, so I have this special quote before anything else. Definitely it's from Benjamin Franklin. Okay, so Benjamin Franklin, he said this. So it's if you fail to plan, then you are planning to fail. Okay, so wow, bakit ganyan? Bakit niya sinabi yan? Because definitely your plans are the things that you want at least your life to be directed at. Okay, so it is where you want your, yung mga gusto mong mangyari. Yun na yun. It will give you that source of direction. Diba? And through that, syempre, if you have that plan set out, at least, you'd know what would be my first step. Okay, I have to do this, I have to do that, and there. Okay, you would know kasi you have all that written down. Now, I would give out 4 tips, okay, on how you could plan your life specifically. Okay, especially now na parang super overwhelming ang mga bagay-bagay, di ba, na nangyayari. But please do have some time planning, okay? So number 1 is that you always have to have your intentions clear in your mind. So ano yung intentions mo? Of course, why do you do the things that you do, okay? Why do you work hard if you're working, okay? And if you don't have a job, Diba? Assess yourself, diba? What must I do, no, to improve my life further ngayong 2022? Maybe I should have some kind of intention to look for a job if I don't have a job yet. Or if you have a job, diba? Could I improve further my skills, my personal skill set, no? Lahat ng mga yan, you have to assess to yourself, no? Your purpose and your intentions. For the year, ano ba yung mga yan? So make sure you have that in your mind. Number 1, okay? Number 2 is for people, not just for moms, no? Everybody needs to have their me time, okay? So, importante yan kasi hindi lang siya sa mga mothers na busy, but it also applies to everybody. You have to have a time for yourself to reflect, to maintain posture, diba? And lastly, to plan out, no? Normally, I do have some kind of me time every Sunday, okay? Because I am a very, I'm a very organized person. I love everything organized. I love everything in plan, no? Kasi may pagka-perfectionist akong tao. So, I have Sunday a time for myself to, to just chill, no? Learn. I do a lot of reading. I do a lot of, self study, different topics. No? And also, I plan ahead. I plan for the week. Ano ba yung mga kailangan kong achieve for the week? Ano ba yung mga kailangan kong asikasuhin for the week? So I have that all set out, no, for myself. Okay. Number 3. Okay, it's important that you do have a design my day somehow material. So I have this right here. I have written it down. Normally I print it out. If you don't have a template of a weekly to-do list, you could also search for this resource. It's actually available online. It's at www.projectme.com. So you could find this specific template, which is called Design My Day. So what's good about this is that you do have a daily daily tasking that you could prioritize, and some other things like ano ba yung mga hindi dapat i-prioritize. So meron din yung ganon. So at least you will not be overwhelmed with a lot of different things. Kasi, I realize now that I am, medyo sanay na ako sa busy life, I realize that, you can do anything, but you cannot do everything at once. So make sure you have things prioritized for the day, and yung mga hindi prioritized, saka mo na lang yan asikasuhin after. Okay? And then lastly, of course, you have to get yourself tracked, no? Track your progress. So, sa mga ginagawa ko ba day to day, am I actually, improving with my effort, with the skills that I want to improve, no? Am I doing a great job with my work, with my, with my family, diba? Make sure pa rin that you have everything in check and balance. Don't overwork yourself, and also don't naman underwork, diba? So huwag kang mag-work wag mo pa rin i-neglect yung mga responsibilities mo, no? But we're here to help naman in any way, no? So I'm here to help you, especially for busy mothers na, just have a plan, write them down, think of the things that you want to achieve, and then just be detailed, just in writing them down. So that's it for my session. I hope you were able to garner value from this specific segment. So right now, I'd throw it back to Kuya Ony Carcamo.
Yeah, okay. Abay, Ses, yung mga parang nasabi mo na lahat ng mga gusto mo sabihin. Ang ganda ng mga tips ni Ses, maganda, very practical yung mga tips niya. At ako naman, ito lang naman sa akin, I'd like to reiterate lang muna yung the value of writing things down. So, importante kasi mga kapasyonista, na sinusulat natin yung ating goals, ating plano. Bakit? Kasi meron tayong kasi when you write something, you are committing, di ba? Sa papel, Mayroon kang visual na proof na, ito yung aking goal, ito yung aking plano. Alam mo, may gusto ako mga ikwento sa inyo dito. Si Jim Carrey, kilala mo si Jim Carrey, Ses, si Jim Carrey, bago pa siya sumikat na komedyante, sinulatan niya yung sarili na ng cheque.
Okay.
$10 million, no?
Okay.
Lagay niya, $10 million, kay Jim Carrey, pangalan niya, for services rendered. Hindi niya
Okay.
pa alam kung paano niya makukuha. And that check ay lagi niyang dinadala. Lagi niyang dinadala yan. No? And eventually, no, siyempre, he was dreaming of becoming a big star. And eventually, naging big star siya. Tapos anong nangyari? Nakuha niya yung $10 million niya. Tapos nung namatay yung tatay niya, yung check na yun, yung visionary check na yun, ay isinama niya sa libing ng tatay niya. So,
Okay.
yan, nakasulat yan. At may isa pa akong kwento sa inyo. Ito, sulat naman to, nakasulat. Importante, sinusulat yung mga plano. No? Si Joey De Leon, kilala mo si Joey De Leon?
Oo naman.
Si Joey kasi kaibigan ko si Joey. No? 1980s. Nung first time ko siya na-meet, no? Nung mga 1986, no? I was still writing in a news magazine. No? And I was tasked to interview Joey De Leon. So ginawa ko, estudyante ako noon, tinawagan ko siya, tapos nakipag-date ako sa kanya, sabi ko, interviewin kita. So pinupunta niya ako sa Itbulaga. Pupunta ako na Itbulaga. Tapos sa Itbulaga, so we met, sabi niya, sige, sama ka sa akin, interview tayo sa bahay. So, okay. So sakay kami rin sa kotse niya. Ang kotse niya nung parang Toyota Ace, parang gano'n ang kotse niya. So nasa likod siya ng driver. Sa likod ng driver, meron siyang parang ganito. Although hindi ganito meron siyang typewriting paper. Tapos nandito yung mga oras, tapos may mga nakasulat diyan. Ganyan. So habang mabiyahe kami, sabi ko kay Joey, so alam ko busy ka, no? Salamat sa pagpapaunlak mo sa akin, no? Hindi naman tayo magkakilala ngayon lang. No? Sabi niya, hindi, okay lang yun. In fact, nandito ka eh. So nandun ako sa schedule niya. So sabi niya, araw-araw gumagawa siya ng ganito Ganito, wala sa mga diary pero bond paper. Tapos sinusulat, gumagamit siya ng pentel pen. So sinusulat niya every day kung ano yung mga gagawin niya. So ganun sa ganun ka systematic si Joey De Leon. Ako naman, yun din, ganun din ginagawa ko, no? Si Ses kanina pinakita niya yung mga pinagsusulat niya. So ako rin ganun mahilig din kasi ako magsulat ng mga plano ko sa buhay, di ba? Kung ano mga dapat gawin. So ganyan din. So meron akong sarili kong siyempre, hindi ko sasabihin. So araw-araw nandito yung mga to-do list ko, yung mga gagawin ko sa araw-araw, ganyan. So kung ano. So ganito, kumuha kayo ng notebook o diary, kung ano man, planner, di ba? Kasi importante na everyday isusulat niyo yung ginagawa ninyo or gagawin niyo para sa kinabukasan. Like ako, madalas sinusulat ko yung mga gagawin ko para sa kinabukasan. So sa gabi nagsusulat ako ng mga gagawin ko isa-isa, no? Para sa kinabukasan. So importante, yun ang tip ko sa inyo mga kapasyonista, no? Yun ang tip ko sa pagpaplano ninyo, isusulat ninyo, importante kasi baka makalimutan natin kasi minsan yung memory natin hindi natin ma-trust, di ba? So yun. Okay, so ako naman kasi Ses kanina kumanta, no? Dahil alam niyo, one of my passions din sa buhay ay kumanta, no? At hindi lang kumanta, lalo na sumulat ng kanta, no? Isa sa mga passion ko yan. At alam niyo, importante alam niyo, we follow kung ano yung gusto ng puso natin. Importante yan sa lahat, no? Kasi pinakamaganda, napapasaya natin yung puso natin, diba? Kung ano gusto ng puso natin, no? At isa rito sa mga gustong gawin ng puso ko ay sumulat ng mga kanta. So meron pa akong oras, no? May sandali pa akong oras. So I'd like to share with you this song na sinulat ko. I think I've written more than 100 songs and jingles, no? Kasi sumusulat ako ng mga jingles dati sa advertising, no? And this is one song na sinulat ko na I think bagay sa panahon natin dahil ngayon alam naman natin, no? Marami tayong challenges, di ba? Madilim. Hindi lang yung kinalalagyan ko, no? Madilim ang ating kabuhayan, ika nga, because of the pandemic. Pero sa dilim na yan, ay merong liwanag, di ba? May bituin sa kadiliman na yan. So yun yung theme ng song na ito. It's about hope, di ba? So ang title nito ay Bituin. Okay, para sa inyo lahat Sa gitna ng aking dilim, may nagniningning, may nagliliwanag din, bituin. Sa aking paglalakbay, ika'y nakasabay at di na binitiwan, bituin, bituin. Kumikinang-kinang itong aking puso, mula ng kislap mo'y bumalot sa aking mundo. Sa gabi, sa pagtingala, huwag kang mawawala sa aking paningin, bituin, 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 bituin. Kinang-kinang itong aking puso, mula ng kislap mo'y bumalot sa aking mundo. Sa gabi, sa pagtingala, huwag kang mawawala sa aking paningin, bituin, 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 bituin. Okay. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Ses, bumalik ka na rito. Bumalik ka na rito.
Okay.
Bago tayo matapos sandali, meron mga gusto magpa-shoutout Direk. Pwedeng basahin natin yung mga nagpa-shoutout dito. Meron ako mga nakitang gusto magpa-shoutout sa atin. Ayun na. So, si Kiara. Abigail. Ses.
Cholita Esplana. Hello po from Tarlac City. Woo! Edward Cheng. Hi, Sir David. Big fan po. Wow. May fans ko. Si K. Roxanne Rojas. So, Kuya David, pa-shoutout.
Ayan.
Si Belen Quiapo sa Turinas. Good evening. Good evening din po sa inyo.
Aba, okay, Ses. Baka ako gusto kong pasalamatan. Una-una si David. Okay, David, maraming salamat sa iyo sa pag-guest mo sa amin. At salamat of course sa TNC, no? Itong unang episode at season 1 namin. So, TNC family, maraming salamat. Kay Apple, maraming salamat. Ikaw, Ses, baka may gusto kong pasalamatan.
Okay, so syempre maraming salamat sa TNC for this opportunity at kay David for being our first guest, no? So, marami pa tayong guests na darating the coming episode, no? So, please watch out for that, no? Pero thank you so much na lang din for Kuya Ony, no? Thank you so much for working with me din sa sa platform na to. So, yun.
Okay, so sino papasalamatan mo?
Okay, so yeah, no? So maraming salamat po sa mga viewers natin, no? Kasi kayo po ang reason bakit po kami nandito. For all of you guys, no?
Tama. Tsaka yung mga yung mga taga-Tarlac na nanonood, baka may kailangan silang, may plano sila sa
Oo nga po pala, no? So Syempre po, sa mga taga-Tarlac po na nanonood, thank you so much po for watching. No? And of course, since it's a good time to promote then, of course, I have a business. So we have a business and we do glass and aluminum services. So all over the Philippines. So kung may mga kailangan po kayo and you have plans to build a house, your dream house, no? Plan it out and let us know if you need any service from, sa mga pagdating sa salamin and installation ng aluminum. So, we can help out then. So, you can contact us via Facebook, the New Manila Glass Palace, or you can reach us through this number, 045-982-6092. So, we are open from Mondays to Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay, so next week Ses masaya na naman itong kwentuhan natin next week at marami na naman tayong matututuhan, no?
Of course, no, marami pa tayong mga kailangang pag-usapan, no. So una pa lang yan, planning.
So again, maraming salamat. So this has been your Kuya Ony, This has been Kuya Ony.
And this has been Princess. So reminding you guys to focus on what excites you
and be willing to suffer.
Okay, and of course, you relish the results. So, till our second episode, season 1 of the Passion Show. So, thank you so much, guys, for streaming.
Salamat.
Happy New Year!
Ano New Year?
Happy New Year!
Okay.